disappear. Buckle up for your future, every trip, every time. A message from the Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
As morning light signals the start of business, Georgia's electric membership cooperatives are right there with you. Georgia's EMCs are a partner in economic development, serving commercial accounts big and small that drive Georgia's economy. From leading industries we rely on to local shops we treasure, we support operations on the ground, care around the clock, and growth through the seasons, lighting up good business. So business is good. Georgia's EMCs, so much more than electricity.
Welcome back to Countdown to Tip-Off Championship Edition. We are getting you ready for Sandy Creek versus Cedar Grove, the AAA boys matchup that will tip off here in just a little bit. Two region rivals, should be a great one. Welcome into the studio. It's time to name our GPB All-State basketball team that we voted on this year. Here's John Nelson with the best boys and girls players in Georgia.
Let's take a look at your GPB All-Staters. First team starting off with Arrington Page, 6'9", a senior out of Wheeler. Ace Bailey, talented junior class in the state of Georgia, 6'10", out of McEachern. He's one that leads it. Darian Reed out of Grovetown, the 6'7", junior, is a part of the list. Stephon Castle out of Newton, the 6'6", senior, is there. And another addition out of the kennel of the dog-faced gremlins, Brandon Rechsteiner, the 6'1", senior, out of Etowah. Second team, Peyton Marshall, the 7-foot junior out of Kell. Lamarian Jordan, 6'5", senior out of Norcross. Jakari Harris, the 6'4", junior from Grayson. Christian Anderson, the 5'11", junior guard for Leavitt. And Dylan Faulkner, the 6'9", senior for the Calhoun Yellow Jackets. On the girls' side, first team, Essence Cody, the 6'3", senior out of Valdosta. Danielle Carnegie, 5'8", junior out of Rockdale County. Diana Collins, the 5'6", senior from Brookwood. Brianna Preston, the 5'8", junior out of Lovejoy. The 5'8", senior from Kell, Crystal Henderson, completes the first team. Second team, Ava Watson, the 5'6", junior for Gene Durden and the Buford Wolves. Jada Morgan, the 5'8", senior out of Warner Robins. Olivia Hutcherson, the 6-foot senior out of Holy Innocents. Kiara Turner, the 5'10", senior from Laney. And from Turner County, down in Ashburn, second team, last name on the list, Tykia Burgess, a 5'8" senior. That is your All-Stars from GPB in 2023.
Thanks, John. The player of the year for the girls is Westminster senior wing Courtney Ogden. The 5-star prospect is the number 10 player on the ESPNW Hoops Girls Recruiting Rankings and will be taking her talents to Stanford next season. For the boys, the player of the year is Wheeler senior point guard Isaiah Collier. The 5-star standout is the consensus number 1 overall prospect in the country. He will be playing for Southern Cal next season. The coach of the year for the girls is Norcross head coach Ashley Luke Clanton. She led the Blue Devils to a state championship in 2022, and they'll be trying to defend that title on Saturday. And for the boys, it's Cherokee head coach Joe Veman. The Warriors are back competing for a state title for the first time in 41 years. So congratulations to all of our GPB Sports All-Stars. Stay with us. We'll check in with John at Macon Coliseum next.
At Regions Bank, we're here to listen to your needs, and we'll customize a plan to help you reach your financial goals. Our service to Georgia goes beyond banking to creating more inclusive prosperity in our communities. From education to financial wellness to economic development, we're working to level the playing field so more people can succeed and our communities can thrive.
Hey guys, it's time to reveal what I'm doing after graduation. We got my cupcakes and we got my schools. Let's just do it. Cupcakes aren't really my thing, and neither is going to a four-year college. Instead, I'm getting paid $18 an hour to train as a commercial plumber. There's a ton of other trades, like electrical and carpentry, where you can make great money, live a great lifestyle with little to no debt, and even be your own boss.
Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Just looking. I only buy local and sustainable, so...
Oh, well that shirt's not local. You should be wearing cotton. Georgia's a major supplier of cotton worldwide, so if you'd like to buy local to support Georgia, buying cotton's a great place to start. It's renewable and sustainable. naturally.
Thanks.
That's a polyester fiber made of oil.
By the way, where's your dressing room?
Welcome back to Countdown to Tip-Off Championship Edition. It's time to officially get you ready for the AAA GHSA Championship game between Sandy Creek and Cedar Grove. These are two region rivals. The Patriots have never earned a state title, but have won all three meetings with the Saints. I want to bring in John Nelson, who's been there in the middle of all the action at Macon Coliseum. John, what are your thoughts on this matchup? And my second part to the question is, what are you seeing in warm-ups?
All right, so we all know it's difficult to beat somebody 3 times in a year. That's already happened. Can it happen 4? I think that's the big question here. And we all know about football, and we all know about region rivals, so this has that added significance that's attached to it here today with all of that subplot. On the court, I wanted to mention something that's going on with the Cedar Grove boys team here in warm-ups. This past week, the Cedar Grove community lost one of their great coaches, one of the part of the fabric that's attached to Cedar Grove. Loretta Curry has coached girls track in the past, coached softball in the past. So on the backs of the Cedar Grove t-shirts here in warm-ups, there's a hashtag that says "Do It for Curry." And so in moments like this, you're in the last game of the year, and you see the support across the board, not just for athletics, but for the Cedar Grove community across the board. So very, very cool here to see that the boys basketball team showing support for one of their former coaches, girls track and softball coach Loretta Curry, passing away Monday at the age of 35. Gone from us far too soon, but Cedar Grove showing support for the Curry family and for the fabric that is Cedar Grove athletics. So very, very cool thing that's going on here with Cedar Grove, remembering those that have been gone far too soon.
And I know, John, the fans are going to be coming out to support as well. What's the atmosphere there? And are the Sandy Creek and Cedar Grove fans trickling in, getting ready for this one?
No doubt about it. The Sandy Creek folks, they are dressed in their Fighting Patriot red. So as you were watching me, I am looking to my right, and I can see the red that is there for Sandy Creek. And then there they are. And you got the interlocking SC, and you have off to my left, that's where the Cedar Grove folks are. They've kind of congregated. What we've seen here at the Macon Coliseum and the Macon Centerplex is that they congregate behind the benches of their teams. And it's not just on one side or the other, which we might get later on in the weekend when the crowds are a lot larger, but they're congregating behind their benches to show the support that way and urge their teams on. I mean, in the previous game when we saw Lumpkin County here with Hebron Christian was behind me with their fans, but Dahlonega had pretty much taken up that whole section as I'm motioning over the camera to the back of all of our great folks here at GPB. Dahlonega was here in full force, so that kind of forced the Hebron folks over my shoulder, but right now as kind of a rule, you're seeing the fans kind of congregating behind their respective benches. You got the red, the interlocking SC, and the Fighting Patriots there here. The Saints are coming in as well. Should be a great crowd, especially with region rivals chasing after that 4th win of the season against your rival. Is that going to happen? That'll be the interesting part, Hannah, of this preview coming up here in just in short order here on GPB.
Thank you so much for setting that scene for us, John. We cannot wait for this one. We'll be checking back in with you very soon. All right, much more basketball action to come. Follow us on social media at GPB Sports for constant updates throughout the week. We're also streaming each game live on the GPB Knowledge channel, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, the GPB Sports website, and the GPB Sports app. Shout out to our digital and social team for getting all of that set up. Thanks for watching Countdown to Tip-Off. That's it, guys. Be sure to tune in at halftime where John and I will be back with more interviews, scores, previews, and more. Stay with us because right after this, it's Sandy Creek. It's Cedar Grove for the 3A GHSA boys title.
Half of the nation's opioid overdoses happen right at home because people don't understand the dangers of taking an oxy or perk with a glass of alcohol for stress or to sleep. Learn how to protect your family from opioid overdose at opioidresponse.info.
At Regions Bank, we're here to listen to your needs, and we'll customize a plan to help you reach your financial goals. Our service to Georgia goes beyond banking. to creating more inclusive prosperity in our communities. From education to financial wellness to economic development, we're working to level the playing field so more people can succeed and our communities can thrive.
Hey guys, it's time to reveal what I'm doing after graduation. We got my cupcakes and we got my schools. Let's just do it. Cupcakes aren't really my thing, and neither is going to a four-year college. Instead, I'm getting paid $18 an hour to train as a commercial plumber. There's a ton of other trades, like electrical and carpentry, where you can make great money, live a great lifestyle with little to no debt, and even be your own boss.
While we have a quick break from the action, did you know that the same area of just one basketball court can contain thousands of termites? That's why you need the expertise of Breda Pest Management to defend your home. Breda, the official pest control of high school basketball.
The GHSA State Basketball Finals are presented by Breda Pest Management, the official sponsor of high school basketball. As we welcome you back to the Macon Coliseum, and time now for the boys' 3A state championship game as the #1 ranked Sandy Creek Fighting Patriots take on the #3 ranked Cedar Grove Saints. And good afternoon. I'm Matt Stewart, joined by former McDonald's All-American and Georgia Bulldogs point guard Sean Golden. And Sean, Sandy Creek going for their first ever state title, playing in the state final game for the second time in 3 years. Cedar Grove going for their second state title, but they won their first one way back in 1997. And this will be the fourth meeting between these two teams. Sandy Creek has won all three, and no game was closer than 23 points.
I've been in situations like this before in high school, and this is a tough task for Sandy Creek. Beating a team 4 times in one season, your biggest rivalry in region play. Here's the interesting thing. There's one word we're going to talk about all night long, and that's pressure. Sandy Creek is feeling the pressure. Cedar Grove, they're going out there with an open slate, a young team, and they're going to try to compete because they feel they can take down the giant Sandy Creek in this championship game. So it's going to be a fun game to watch, and I'm looking forward to it.
Well, if they're going to take them down, they got to deal with Sandy Creek's Micah Smith. He is one of the top-rated juniors in the state of Georgia.
Well, he's a dynamic player.
And a 76-52 win for Sandy Creek over Cedar Grove, and that was on February 16th, so just 3 weeks ago.
Well, it's not about the distance of the loss or the distance of the victory. It's about the now. And the focus is, if you Cedar Grove, you got to come out here with nothing to lose. You know, their Coach Collier said, this is your game. Be yourself, especially with a young team. You can't put too much pressure on a young team. They got to play within their strengths. But Sandy Creek, And in talking to Coach Nickerson, they said, we got to address this, guys. Pressure. There's pressure. People are saying that Sandy Creek cannot win a state championship. Well, we've got to prove them wrong today.
Well, that's because back in 2021, when they had now Houston Rockets rookie Jabari Smith, they got stopped in the state championship game. Here's a look at the road to the finals for Sandy Creek. Opened with a big win over Ringgold, and then they blew out Wesleyan. The tightest game they've played in the playoffs against Johnson Savannah, the #2 team in the 3A rankings, beat them by 6, and then defeated Cross Creek in the semifinals, a 2-time state champion. So Sandy Creek ready to go. They've won 8 straight since their last loss, which was a 79-68 defeat at the hands of Etowah on February 4th. Sandy Creek did not lose to any teams in 3A. All the teams they lost to, their 6 losses, Sean, all were from teams from higher classification.
Well, real simple, as we look at this game and dissect it, Sandy Creek, you got 2 things of concern. Number 1, Amari Brown has to have a big game tonight. He's a leading scorer for Sandy Creek, but he has to have a breaking night game, 20-plus points, and defensively, they got to stay mentally focused. You see the Grove, guys will have nothing to lose, but we cannot allow them to score on our mistakes. Limit your turnovers and allow our zone defense to be
semifinals. So ready to go in Macon. Sandy Creek in their road blue uniforms. And Cedar Grove opens in their home white. And that's an over and back violation right there.
I was getting ready to say that same thing. Backcourt on the initial. And that's what we talked about. Those mental mistakes you cannot have when you're trying to win a championship.
So inauspicious start for Cedar Grove. They went 3-3 in Region 5 3A, and the #2 seed coming out of that region after getting beat by Sandy Creek in the championship game. There's Micah Smith on the dribble. Jacoby Robinson on the dribble drive and misses the layup. Cedar Grove averaged just 67.6 points per game and gave up 62.8. So their margin of victory only 5 points, by far the lowest out of any of the state finalist teams here in Macon. All the way to the hoop, and Amari Brown with the first basket of the game.
Transition defense right there was very poor for Cedar Grove. You got to stop the ball in transition, but that's how you attack the rim. Get there when it opens up and finish with a 2 to come up for Sandy Creek.
So Patriots off to the early lead here. It's E.J. Colson on the dribble, gives it up top to Manny Green, the 6'5 freshman. Gonna be fun to watch him the next 3+ years. Ahead it goes and blocked by Green. Great job by the freshman to get down the floor and deny the layup by Robinson. Corner 3. Rebound controlled by the Patriots and P.J. Green. Ahead it goes, and the baseball pass is intercepted. Green pulls inside the arc and missed the baseline jumper. Amari Brown up the court for the Fighting Patriots. Corner 3, P.J. Green nails it.
And it's one of those things that sooner or later the shot's going to fall. Both teams, I think there's some nervousness here. Everyone wants to win a championship. Once the ball starts to fall to the basket, you see it start to calm down.
The floater, rebound, knocked out of bounds, off of the Patriots. Saints ball on the baseline.
But I will say, I'm looking at this Cedar Grove team, and I'm looking at Manny Green. Manny Green looks great. He's got the body, great physique. But you can also look at him and say, mentally, he has a chance, but he's got to develop a little bit more. It's not about his scoring, about the little things that he's doing here on the court.
E.J. Colson averaged 12.4 points per game, sophomore point guard. Hands it off to Manny Green. Trying to go inside. It's stolen away by the Patriots and Newsom. Ahead to Micah Smith. On the drive with the left hand. In and out.
So Cedar Grove controlled the tempo of the game. Good timeout there by Coach Collier to calm his young team down.
So a 30-second timeout called by Cedar Grove as they've played close to 3 minutes now without a bucket. And they've started the game 0 for 4 and 0 for 2 on their 3.
And I like the calm personality that Coach Collier has, especially with the young group. You've got to be calm with them. You've got to allow them to make those early mistakes. Break through the mistake cycle, and now let's get back to our Cedar Grove basketball. And they'll start getting better. Give it after maybe this timeout. Start making one shot here, one shot there, and then we'll start getting into a better rhythm.
Saints have won 4 straight. Those were all the state playoff games since that loss to Sandy Creek in the regional finals. They went on an improbable run. No one really had Cedar Grove on their radar to get to the state championship game, but here they are. Manny Green, no foul called. Looked like there was some contact.
Get the ball inside. Get the ball inside. Good.
Darius Reynolds inside on the offensive putback by Jeremiah Hardaway.
And that's the one thing. Once you establish an inside presence, and Reynolds was posting up hard, get in the ball, and then one of your teammates cut to the open rim, and now you're starting off with a quick, easy layup with 2 points on the board.
Newsom gets the handoff, works around the screen from Smith.
Double team, good trap.
Amari Brown puts it on the floor. That's a wing 3. Off the mark. Rebound controlled by Cedar Grove off the miss by Jacoby Robinson, a young man, a sophomore, who just entered into kind of the rotation here. The last 9 games late in the season has been a big addition to the rotation for the Patriots down the stretch. Down on the baseline, inside, up and in. Hardaway sticks it in. It's a 5-4 game.
Again, now think about this. Both made baskets were at point-blank range inside the paint. Sometimes you shoot the 3-point shot, you forget where your bread and butter is. Attack the rim and see if you can get some easy baskets and really get that rhythm.
Micah Smith with the mid-range, in and out. Sandy Creek has started the game 2 for 7.
And see, here's Cedar Grove. I was thinking about this when Manny Green gets the ball. Maybe he can push it in transition. But Cedar Grove wants to control the tempo. They want to run a set each and every time so they can get great open finishes in the paint.
Cedar Grove with the lead and a timeout called by Sandy Creek as Darius Reynolds scores inside. So the last 6 points scored by the Saints after Sandy Creek had jumped out to a 5-0 lead.
Sweetheart, please don't forget to wear your seatbelt. I got it, Mom.
It's a really nice day, living in the right space. Breathing your grace, got me feeling some kind of way.
In the blink of an eye, so many tomorrows can disappear. Buckle up for your future, every trip, every time. A message from the Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
In lively towns and peaceful rural areas, Georgia's electric membership cooperatives are on a mission to provide a different kind of electricity. Our not-for-profit, member-owned EMCs are focused on making life better for members. At private residences, farms, and thriving businesses, we work for you. Generating safe, reliable, affordable electricity, giving back to local programs, serving our members to make life brighter. Georgia's EMCs, so much more than electricity.
At Regions Bank, we're here to listen to your needs, and we'll customize a plan to help you reach your financial goals. Our service to Georgia goes beyond banking to creating more inclusive prosperity in our communities. From education to financial wellness to economic development, we're working to level the playing field so more people can succeed and our communities can thrive.
Cedar Grove has hit their last 3 shots, pardon me. Sandy Creek has missed their last 2. You take a look inside the Cedar Grove huddle, and it's kind of unique. in that Kendrick Collier is the head coach. He's also the offensive coordinator for the football team. Camden Terry, the assistant coach, and the head coach for the JV team, actually does a lot of the in-game coaching for the team.
Regardless of who the head coach is, your assistant coaches make you better. And so when you work together with good guys that actually, help you out, you win a championship. It's a collective thing. Everyone works together.
That's Camden Terry right there. He'll be the one standing up. The head coach, Kendrick Collier's taking a seat on the bench. He's the offensive coordinator for John Adams and the state finalist football team. Pass inside is intercepted. Jared White throws it right into the hands of the Saints.
And what we talked about earlier, there's Manning with the steal, but instead of them pushing it in transition, they want to come down with a set offense, use shot clock a little bit more, and be a little bit more patient to get a more high, efficient shot.
Jalen Adside gives it up. Right in the middle, they go to Hardaway.
Take the time, high-low.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Adside works off a screen, heaves it up there, air ball. Run opportunity for the Patriots, and they throw it away. A bullet pass to Amari Brown goes out of bounds.
The game plan for Cedar Grove early here in the first quarter is definitely working. Let's limit Sandy Creek to one shot, get the rebound. We don't need to force the ball in transition. We want to take our time and get a high efficient shot.
Well, I'd say right now, and of course it's very early, but 5 minutes into the game, this game is being scripted to favor Cedar Grove.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But the one thing that needs to happen for Cedar Grove, Manny Green has to be a little bit more aggressive offensively. He's got to look for a shot. I understand the patience of the offense, but if this is your top player, he's got to be able to put himself, maybe get a shot here, get to the free throw line, get steals. He's got to be a little bit more involved in the offense.
Hardaway was called for the foul away from the ball. First team foul on the Saints, and the layup by Amari Brown. Second basket for him. (7-6) lead for the Patriots. Manny Green step back three. Oh my goodness.
And that's exactly what I said.
That's big time,
in order for this Cedar Grove team to win, he's got to step up. Be more assertive, be more aggressive, not forcing the shot, but actually look for just a little bit more.
Micah Smith in the paint, off the back iron, gets his own miss. Goes up with it. No foul called underneath, and now a foul is going to be called on Cedar Grove. I believe it'll go against the side.
But when you play aggressive against a team like Sandy Creek, Cedar Grove, you got to pick and choose your spots. Not every possession needs to be a home run. You hit singles, you hit doubles. But when it got a chance to swing for the fences, and that's exactly what Manning Green did. Between the legs, step behind the arc, and hit the three. Now you're up by 2 points.
Connie Rashid Henry in the game. Came in during the timeout, misses the first free throw attempt. He's a 3.2 points per game scorer coming off the bench. PJ Green back in the game for the Patriots as well.
Now let's look for the full court pressure. I mean, Sandy Creek, they want to now, how can Sandy Creek get better? Well, they got to increase the tempo. Let's score, but let's actually create some turnovers. Look for full court pressure coming after this made free throw if it happens.
Sandy Creek, 2-point lead. Pardon me, trails by 1. 9-8 Cedar Grove.
There's a trap.
Almost had an over and back again. He nearly stepped across. Intercepted by Micah Smith. Jaron Alexander. And a traveling call on Jacoby Robinson, who shuffled his feet before he put it on the floor.
And a lot of times with pressure, if you see the Grove, you don't have to beat full court pressure with the dribble. I think a lot of young players think I can dribble through the press. No, the pass is a lot faster than the dribble. Sideline, middle, reverse. Always take the sideline and then get the ball to the middle of the court and then reverse it.
Nearly stolen in the backcourt press by Jaron Alexander. Sandy Creek averages 72 points per game. They give up 51, so they have a 21-point scoring margin.
See, you got to look at the sideline. Look at the sideline, but advance the ball.
Colson up the floor. Manny Green. Oh, my goodness. Manny Green, the freshman. Welcome to the big show.
Man, that's a beautiful stroke. That young kid he's got a bright future here in this game, in the game of basketball.
Micah Smith in the paint. Nice touch.
Big time move, Micah Smith. Long, effective, active.
Rated as high as the number 10 junior in the state. Underneath, easy basket for Cedar Grove.
But they attack the press with the pass, not the dribble. Allows for easy bucket in transition.
4-point lead for the Saints. Final 14 seconds of the quarter. Micah Smith inside, challenged. Good block by Reynolds. Ball kicks out of bounds off of the Saints, and we have 6.8 to play in the quarter.
Get your press off, it's set. All right, so Sandy Creek's ball. Protect the rim and rebound if you see the Grove. Sandy Creek, one shot, 6.8 to go.
Inbounds to Micah Smith. Got to do something with it now with 4 seconds. PJ Green from the wing. Cans a three right before the horn. And it's 14-13 Cedar Grove after 1 quarter of play. But how about Manny Green, the freshman? This is where legends are born. And he's starting his here in Macon.
Hey guys, it's time to reveal what I'm doing after graduation. We got my cupcakes and we got my schools. Let's just do it. Cupcakes aren't really my thing, and neither is going to a four-year college. Instead, I'm getting paid $18 an hour to train as a commercial plumber. There's a ton of other trades, like electrical and carpentry, where you can make great money, live a great lifestyle with little to no debt, and even be your own boss.
Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Just looking. I only buy local and sustainable, so.
Oh, well, that shirt's not local. You should be wearing cotton. Georgia's a major supplier of cotton worldwide, so if you'd like to buy local to support Georgia, buying cotton's a great place to start. It's renewable and sustainable, naturally. Thanks. That's a polyester fiber made of oil, by the way.
Where's your dressing room?
DBHDD and the Governor's Red Ribbon Campaign is about all Georgians standing together for substance abuse prevention. Celebrate life. Live drug-free. Learn more about healthy alternatives and living a drug-free lifestyle at garedribbon.org.
So Cedar Grove 0-3 against Sandy Creek during the regular season of 14-13 as we start this second quarter. 1-point lead. They've hit their last 3 shots. Sandy Creek hit 3 of their last 5. Saints shooting 54% from the floor. Sandy Creek, Sean, shooting 38.5.
When talking to Coach Collier, a couple of things that he said that stands out. First of all, their motto, there's no fear. And he said it, a capital N-O-F-E-A-R, no fear. We're here to win. Guys, we're here to win. You have to believe that. If you're here with that level of confidence, good things will happen. And play your game. Don't play outside of your strength. Don't play to your weaknesses. Play your game.
Of course, the Cedar Grove Sandy Creek rivalry goes beyond just the football field. And you know they played in the state championship game back in December, and Sandy Creek defeated Cedar Grove under unusual circumstances. But really, the rivalry stems from the track and field programs.
Well, a rivalry is a rivalry, regardless if it's football, basketball, baseball, any sport. And you need that in sports. Healthy rivalries are healthy. It's good for sports.
Foul was called on Micah Smith. Cedar Grove the ball in a 1-point lead early second quarter. Matt Stewart along with Sean Golden. Thanks for joining us from Macon Class 3A Boys Championship. Good defense by Sandy Creek to force the turnover. 3 from distance. Micah Smith a rebound. Green puts it on the floor in the paint. And the rebound controlled by Reynolds.
And see the patience there by Cedar Grove. Contest hard, box out, check out, and now let's go down and take our time on the offensive end. But in the half court, Cedar Grove, I'm watching them play. They're a little bit too patient. Sometimes you can attack the defense not with a dribble, with basket cuts. Get to the rim with your bodies, and then open up the defense more for more scoring opportunities.
Jacoby Robinson was called for the foul, his first.
And see the standing, they got to move a little bit more. Everyone wants to stand around and stand around. You got to move. The bodies have to move. You can't continue to keep playing one-on-one because Sandy Creek's defense, they're going to bring some pressure. And the way that you beat pressure is ball movement, body movement.
Robinson picks up 2 quick fouls, goes to the bench. 3 team fouls now on Sandy Creek in this quarter. And we've only played 1 minute and 10 seconds.
See, that's one cut to the rim. Now someone else has to move.
Hardaway steps inside the arc. Hard off the backboard. Rebound Sandy Creek. Mid-range. Jared White the miss. Here comes Cedar Grove.
Now that's what I'm talking about. See, when Green can bring it up the court like that, you put pressure on the defense. You don't have to score every time, you just want to put pressure on the defense.
Spin move, Colson, wide shot in traffic, had it blocked. Amari Brown running the break for Sandy Creek all the way through. And we have a foul called on Cedar Grove underneath. So Darius Reynolds is called for the foul. That'll be the first on him. And we've got shots here for Sandy Creek. And that's Micah Smith. He's been offered by Georgia Tech, Auburn, Cincinnati, Georgetown, rated as high as the number 10 junior prospect in the state of Georgia by 24/7 Sports, a 3-star, and the number 21 junior power forward in the nation.
He's long, he's lanky, he's active, he's got a great touch at the mid-range. And talking to Coach Nickerson, you know, we always talk about the MVP of a team. But he's the MIP, the most important piece, the most important player, because he's second on the team in scoring, but leads the team in all the other categories. And that's the kind of player you need to be effective and to win championships.
Micah Smith with his 4th point of the game gives Sandy Creek a 1-point lead.
Now, I like this wrinkle, high ball screen.
Turnover Saints, pass into the paint, nobody there.
Not the pass you wanted.
Newsome at the foul line. Creek up 3. They go to Reynolds. His pass batted back to him. Stays with it. In traffic. Knocked out of bounds. They probably could have called 3 seconds there.
See, Newsom, nice quick turnover. Good sidestep. Those guys from Sandy Creek can play. And think about what Coach Nickerson said. His scout team is just as good as a lot of other teams here in the state. So when you practice against those kind of players, you got to learn to get better. And Newsom, the entire cast from Sandy Creek, has been getting better all season long.
Rebound, Brown up the floor. Sandy Creek up 3 now. Brown attacks, nobody picks him up. That's an easy hoop.
And see, that's a mistake from a young squad. Leadership is about communication. In transition, you got to communicate. Who's going to stop the ball? And without doing that, you open up the floodgates for easy baskets.
7-0, Sandy Creek run. They're up 5.
Sweetheart, please don't forget to wear your seatbelt. I got it, Mom.
It's a really nice day, living in the right space. Breathing your grace, got me feeling some kind of way.
In the blink blink of an eye, so many tomorrows can disappear. Buckle up for your future, every trip, every time. A message from the Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
Today's conservation-minded consumer cares about where their energy comes from. Your local EMC cares too. Georgia's electric membership cooperatives offer renewable options for our members. In fact, our solar portfolio will produce enough clean energy to power more than 180,000 households, striving to move the needle toward progress and position communities for the future. Georgia's EMCs, so much more than electricity.
At Regions Bank, we're here to listen to your needs, and we'll customize a plan to help you reach your financial goals. Our service to Georgia goes beyond banking to creating more inclusive prosperity in our communities. From education to financial wellness to economic development, we're working to level the playing field so more people can succeed and our communities can thrive.
Sandy Creek 19-14 lead. Amari Brown has been the leading scorer for the Patriots 2 years running. He's got 6 points, 4 rebounds so far.
Well, they call him Mr. Get Buckets because the young kid can score 2 years in a row, leading this team in scoring, and that's his role. Your role is to defend, but we need you to score because when you score, we are successful.
Cedar Grove has now gone 3.5 minutes without scoring. Sandy Creek has outscored them 6-0 in the quarter, and it's now a 9-0 run for the Patriots.
And here's a 2-2-1 press by Sandy Creek, trying to extend the pressure. But you got to advance the ball with the pass. Exactly. Tap the middle and now go to the rim.
And right to the rim. Wild layup attempt by Lloyd. Here come the Patriots. Ahead it comes to Green, and Green with the layup. Nicely done to beat Reynolds.
And see, what's happening is it's not so much as Sandy Creek attacking the rim. You know, young teams, Cedar Grove, they don't understand communication. You got to communicate on defense. Who's going to stop the ball? Who's got this man? Who's got that man? Sometimes it may be a mixed match, but you've got to stop the ball in transition. The last possessions in transition, Cedar Grove did not do that.
Sean, Cedar Grove has to weather the storm, buckle down, get back to what they were doing in the first quarter because Sandy Creek's starting to play their game.
Well, you talk about the first quarter. Well, your top player had 6 points in the first quarter by 2 threes. He hadn't scored since. He's got to be effective. He's got to take it to the next level. He's got a great stroke. Talked about Manny Green. He's going to be really good, but there's a mentality that he has to embrace. Take the opportunity and take advantage of it. And sometimes you got to make the opportunity. You got to make the plays happen.
And Adside, who is actually the Saints' overall leading scorer of 15 a game, has not scored yet. He's 0 for 3. Everybody's got to get involved.
And here's a 1-2-2 zone. Jazz to control the tempo of Sandy Creek, force the perimeter play, eliminate the drive.
Green wing 3. Rebound on the offensive end by the Patriots.
Always difficult to rebound out of a zone.
Baseline Green. And rebound by Cedar Grove. Colson got up there and got that one.
Now Manny Green has to be involved in this segment.
There's the high ball screen.
See, Manny Green's not moving. He's just standing. He's standing. Cut to the baseline. Move. Let the defense forget where you are.
And a foul on Reynolds. That's going to be number 2 on him.
And see, Manny Green, you can defend him. If you're a standing offensive player and you're that good, you can be easily defended. You've got to cut. You got to screen. Movement. Your best way of getting open, if you're a scorer, is to set a screen. And Manny Green hasn't done any of those things, so now he's kind of out of the play, out of the pitch on the offensive end.
7-point lead for Sandy Creek. Scoreless streak is piling up here for Cedar Grove. Micah Smith, spin move, drops it off. Beautiful assist to Amari Brown.
That's big-time basketball right there. Pinned him at the high post with the spin, but it shows you the versatility of what Sandy Creek is trying to do. Look at this. Here's Smith at the high post. I like that. Nice spin. Great court vision. Fantastic pass. And that's how you become better. But it started also with the spin, but Brown with the cut to the rim. So that's talking about movement.
Yeah, teamwork right there. That's the third assist of the game for Micah Smith. Meantime, foul picked up on White. Picked up his first. 4 team fouls now on Sandy Creek here in the quarter. And another offensive foul on Cedar Grove. Second time they've just steamrolled a defender. Hardaway called for the foul. Number 2 on him. 3 team fouls now on Cedar Grove. You get 5 and then you're over the limit on number 6. Brown feeds to Micah Smith. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Guys, they've been playing well together. They're playing with a chip on their shoulders. No, Cedar Grove came out the first quarter and felt that they were going to make this a tough game. Sandy Creek made some adjustments, and now they've got an 11-point lead.
Outscored them 12-0 in the quarter. Lloyd inside, got a good look, bounced off the rim. Rebound Sandy Creek, foul on Cedar Grove.
And see, Cedar Grove, you've got to look at it. Your top player hasn't touched the ball the last few possessions. And, you know, Micah Smith is doing what he does. He's defending, he's scoring, he's being active. But not just that, this Sandy Creek team is starting to play a little bit with a little bit more bounce to the ounce, if you may say that. They're defending, they're getting deflections, and that's how you win a championship. It's not about offensively scoring, it's about being active on the defensive end as well.
15-0 run for the Patriots. And Cedar Grove has already turned it over a whopping 10 times. Travel.
Now, see, one of the things that can happen if you're Cedar Grove, you can have some pin downs. The wings can cross. Get movement in the offense. It just can't be a one-on-one game because Sandy Creek has a great defensive strategy in play. They're defending, they're denying passes, so get moving on the baseline, cross the screen, cross the wings, and see what action can take place.
Manny Green, that's the first time he's touched the ball in a long time.
But see, he's playing against a set defense. When he's up top, he's playing against a set defense, and that's very difficult.
Adside had that go in and out. Corner 3. Rebound, Henry. Amari Brown, mid-range. They shoot the ball really well in the mid-range.
But see, they shoot the ball really well, but I'm watching that segment. Cedar Grove didn't contest shots. They're not rebounding. It's almost like they're playing with their heads down early here in the first half.
Scoreless second quarter for Cedar Grove. Foul called on the Saints. That's going to go against Adside.
And see, body language. Nobody's huddling it up. Nobody's communicating. But that's a sign of a young team. Watch this tape. If you're Cedar Grove, you're going to be in a position to get back to another championship. And I'm not saying the game is over with, but you've got to have a certain level of mindset and body language because championship teams, you win up top in your mind, and then everything else kind of takes its place.
13-point lead for Sandy Creek.
And see, that right now, look at the young team. Nobody's communicating who's taking the ball out. Nobody's communicating. And I'm going to be redundant with that. Nobody's talking. And these are the things where young teams learn. It's a learning opportunity. But Sandy Creek, you can feel they're getting ready to put the pedal to the metal and try to extend this lead going into halftime.
Micah Smith goes to the bench here for the final 54.5. P.J. Green came in. Rasheed Henry hits the free throw. Sandy Creek has doubled up Cedar Grove. They run a weave to get a basket or a shot for the young man, Manny Green, and he misses. He's now 2 for 4 shooting. 24 seconds, and Green, another three-pointer from the wing. 17-point lead for Sandy Creek. They've outscored Cedar in the quarter.
And Sandy Creek
18-0.
And Sandy Creek, they're playing with a sense of urgency. You know, I kind of give kudos to Coach Nickerson, but what he said is, we're going to address the elephant in the room, and that's pressure. Guys, this first half is very important. We got to come out, and we've got to be the attacker, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're attacking on offense, and they're attacking on defense.
Cedar Grove 0 for 8 shooting, 6 turnovers in this disastrous second quarter. Amari Brown, the floater. Rebound goes over the head. Get a shot off at the buzzer, and a scoreless quarter for Cedar Grove in the second period. They had the lead when the quarter started, 14-13, and now they trail 31-14 as the teams head to the locker room, and a lot of work to do for Cedar Grove to try to fix some things here at halftime. 31-14 Sandy Creek. Let's send it to Hannah Gooden.
Thanks, Matt. Coming up on the halftime show, we'll break down what's happened and what's to come on our GHSA championship coverage. Check in with John at Macon Coliseum and hear from some special guests. It's all next right here on GPB.
The best defense to stopping bugs and critters? That would be Breda Pest Management, protecting homes all over Georgia for nearly 50 years. See why so many homes are protected by Breda Pest Management at BREDAPest.com.
We continue our coverage of National Signing Day. We go now to Atlanta, Georgia for Kevin Connor's official declaration.
After giving it much thought, I've decided that next year I'll be going pro and building my skills as a Georgia plumber.
What impacted your decision?
It was an opportunity to earn money and learn on the job. I really love working with my hands, building things, and being part of a team.
Another highly touted prospect enters the trades.
Go Plumbers!
All right, what do you think, Jasper?
Honestly, I think that polyester shirt's affecting your game.
What?
I think cotton would have been a better choice.
Cotton?
Yeah, it's come a long way, you know. Nowadays, cotton breathes and makes moisture great. Plus, buying cotton means supporting Georgia farmers. I think that's wonderful.
Okay, sure, but what do you think about the putt?
Oh, guess really hadn't thought about it.
Welcome to the halftime show. I'm Hannah Gooden. We're live from the GPB Sports Studios in Atlanta. It's halftime of the AAA Boys Championship game between Sandy Creek and Cedar Grove. Let's get you caught up on what's happened and what's to come on our GPB Championship scoreboard. So here's the game we're in right now between region rivals. Sandy Creek leads Cedar Grove 31-14 at the half. John and I will recap what happened in the first later in the show. This is the second game of the day, day 3 of our 4-day coverage. At 1 o'clock, Hebron Christian won its second state AAA girls title in 3 years with a 68-36 win over the defending champs, Lumpkin County. At 5 o'clock, we'll have the girls 3-point contest, followed at 5:30 by River Ridge versus Lovejoy for the 6A girls competition. Lovejoy is the defending champs. River Ridge has never won. And tonight at 7:30, Alexander versus Lee County for the 6A boys. Alexander has never won. Lee County has won once in 1985. So that'll be a great matchup. We've got a full week ahead of us of basketball action and more to come from the halftime show. We'll be right back with some special guests.
Sweetheart, please don't forget to wear your seatbelt. I got it, Mom.
It's a really nice day, living in the right space. Breathing your grace, got me feeling some kind of way.
In the blink of an eye, so many tomorrows can disappear. Buckle up for your future, every trip, every time. A message from the Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
As morning light signals the start of business, Georgia's electric membership cooperatives are right there with you. Georgia's EMCs are a partner in economic development, serving commercial accounts big and small that drive Georgia's economy. From leading industries we rely on to local shops we treasure, we support operations on the ground, care around the clock, and growth through the seasons, lighting up good business. So business is good. Georgia's EMCs, so much more than electricity.
At Regions Bank, we're here to listen to your needs, and we'll customize a plan to help you reach your financial goals. Our service to Georgia goes beyond banking to creating more inclusive prosperity in our communities. From education to financial wellness to economic development, we're working to level the playing field so more people can succeed and our communities can thrive.
Welcome back. It's halftime of the GHSA AAA Boys Championship game between Sandy Creek and Cedar Grove. It's time to head to the principal's office, as John Nelson likes to call it. He's standing by with the Patriots and Saints principals at Macon Coliseum. Hey, John.
Absolutely true. It is time to go into the principal's office. And yes, I know that as a chivalrous person, I normally would go ladies first with Tasha Oliver, the principal from Sandy Creek. But since I'm lefty and I have problems going to my right, we're going to my left. Clifton Spears. This is just like December hanging out with you guys. It's great to see you both. Mr. Spears, let me start with you and let me ask. We talked about it in the pregame show where there was a hashtag on the back of the players' shirts, "Do It for Curry." And it was a member of the community that was lost too soon, but it shows the greater picture about being there for everyone on campus. It was a really cool moment to see there in pregame about Coach Curry.
Yes, we had Coach Curry, who we lost on Monday to cancer. She was our girls softball coach as well as our track coach. And she's battled for the last couple of years with that ugly disease. And so the kids came up with the idea that, hey, we're going to do it for Curry.
Very, very cool stuff.
So we got great community support behind her and the family.
No doubt about it. Very, very cool stuff. All right, let me go to my right and catch up with Ms. Oliver. And it's great to see all of the community support. There's a lot of red with the interlocking SC over as I point behind us. What's it like to see that as a part of the overarching successes that you're having at Sandy Creek?
Well, the community support has just been amazing. You know, we have had alumni like Jabari Smith and Miles Rice who have all reached out. They're all behind us, and they're doing some amazing things. LT Lockett is, you know, part of our storied basketball program as well. So it's just amazing to see this entire group here. And, you know, we really had to divide and conquer today. We've got Skills USA, and our team is competing in downtown Atlanta. Our math department has a math team down in the University of West Georgia, and our social studies department is competing in the regional competition for National History Day down in LaGrange. So we really had to divide and conquer today. So what you see is a groundswell of support for Sandy Creek and the town of Tyrone. So
no doubt
we're
about
really
it.
proud.
Very, very cool stuff from our friends in Tyrone and our friends at Cedar Grove. That's the story from the principal's office here for one round at AAA. Hannah, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, John. We have to take one more quick break, but stick around for a breakdown of the first half next.
Hey guys, it's time to reveal what I'm doing after graduation. We got my cupcakes and we got my schools. Let's just do it. Cupcakes aren't really my thing, and neither is going to a four-year college. Instead, I'm getting paid $18 an hour to train as a commercial plumber. There's a ton of other trades, like electrical and carpentry, where you can make great money, live a great lifestyle with little to no debt, and even be your own boss.
I've been checking food labels for years. I like to buy local, and I like to buy healthy for my family. So I started checking the labels on our clothes, too. Did you know synthetic fibers like polyester are pretty much made of oil? No thanks. I look for cotton now, which grows right here in Georgia, a major source of the world's cotton. Cotton is natural, renewable, sustainable, and buying cotton supports Georgia farmers. Good enough for me and my family.
Sweetheart, please don't forget to wear your seatbelt. I got it, Mom.
It's a really nice day, living in the right space. Breathing your grace, got me feeling some kind of way.
the blink of an eye, so many tomorrows can disappear. Buckle up for your future, every trip, every time. A message from the Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
Welcome back. Time to recap the first half with John Nelson. And John, I know Matt and Sean will get into this in just a second, but Cedar Grove, 10 turnovers, scoreless in the second quarter. What did you see?
No points in the second quarter. I cannot remember the last time I've seen a goose egg on a score sheet. And that really dug a hole for Kendrick Collier and the Saints. They're going to really have to put the pedal down and win a possession at a time to make sure that they can get out of this 17-point deficit heading to the third quarter. The last time I've seen a 0. That's the first time in a long time, Hannah.
Thanks, Sean. Well, let's get Matt and Sean's thoughts. It's time for the second half of the Patriots and Saints. Hey, guys.
All right, thank you, Hannah. I'll take it a step further. I've never seen that happen. I've never seen a scoreless quarter in boys basketball in high school. I'm sure it's happened, but I've never seen it. 21-0 run by Sandy Creek, stretching from the end of the first quarter to halftime to open up this game and have a 17-point lead.
Well, it's more about what Sandy Creek is doing because they're coming with a sense of urgency. They're putting the pressure on Cedar Grove. Now, at the same time, Cedar Grove has a young squad. Understand, mentally, they're not prepared for what's in front of them, especially in the second half, because the pressure, the wave is going to come even more. But if you're Cedar Grove, you got to do this. You have to come with a sense of urgency. You have to, at the same time, play just a little bit more harder. Now, if I'm Sandy Creek, come on, put the pedal to the metal. You know, I don't want to win by 14. You don't want to win by 16. You want to win in a convincing way because the pressure has been on you for a long time to win the state championship, and now they have a chance to do that here in the second half.
The pressure to win the big one. They've got a great opportunity to do that here today, just 2 quarters away from their first state championship. Amari Brown had a big first half for Sandy Creek.
Well, he's a scorer. He's a guy that needs to put the ball in the basket, and that's exactly what he's doing his role of scoring. But when you got a big guy like this that can spin, that can move, that can catch, I mean, Brown is, right here, Smith is one of those players that really is special at 6'8", 6'9", long, leg, and athletic, just can do it all. But young fella, I'm telling you right now, you're going to be good. We're talking about Manny Green. He is going to be good, but he's got to take it to the next level.
You look at that, tells the story right there. 18-0, the second quarter points, 8-0 in the second chance points. What else jumps out?
Turnovers.
Yeah.
Cedar Grove 11, Sandy Creek 6, and there's a stat that's not being shown, points off turnovers. I'm sure that's a high percentage going towards Sandy Creek versus Cedar Grove.
Absolutely. Sandy Creek has 8 points off those turnovers. Cedar Grove has only 3 points off of turnovers, and we're ready to get this third quarter started in Macon. And I agree with you. If you're head coach John Michael Nickerson, your goal here is not to come out and just maintain the status quo. I would think your goal would be to have a 30-point lead by the start of the fourth quarter.
And the thing is, you tell your team, guys, how do we get better? What do we do? Well, we play harder and smarter in the second half. It is 0-0, but I think both squads should actually embrace that mentality because Cedar Grove do not give up. Do not give up, but young players tend to put their heads down early and put themselves in a big hole.
So Cedar Grove starts on offense, and Reynolds goes right at the basket, and that breaks the scoreless drought for the Saints.
Well, that was a nice job by Reynolds just attacking the rim. So those are the little things you have to do one possession at a time.
Micah Smith in traffic, shot it too hard, but he got fouled on the shot by Cedar Grove. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
But I was watching the defense of Cedar Grove on that possession. Guys were in better defensive stances. It looks like they were communicating better. And I'm sure that's one of the adjustments at halftime the coaching staff made. Guys, defensively, we just got to pick it up.
Reynolds called for the foul. That's number 3 on him. That's a situation for Cedar Grove as Smith knocks down the shot. A thing I love about Micah Smith, again, he's one of the top juniors in the state of Georgia. Does not force anything. Yeah. Very smooth, lets the game come to him. If he doesn't have the shot, he's a willing passer and facilitator.
Well, you go back to what their coach said, the coaching staff has said to us, Coach Nickerson, he's our MIP. He's our Mr. Everything. And that means he is effective in every basketball category that is available.
In fact, John Michael Nickerson went as far as to say Jabari was great, but Micah is amazing. That's high praise for a guy who went and started at Auburn, was the 3rd pick in the NBA draft in Jabari Smith, and now a rookie with the Houston Rockets.
Well, you have to praise the guys that put you in a position to win a championship. Regardless of the guys that are really good, you got a guy that plays in the pros right now, but I'm going to look at the guys who helped us win a championship. You think about Dominique Wilkins at Georgia. When he left, what did Georgia do? Go to the Final Four.
And Jabari Smith, if you're watching today, welcome. Hope you're having a great time watching your alma mater play. He had texted Coach Nickerson and said, man, he was watching during the tournament. He goes, I was nervous. I was more nervous than when I played.
Yeah.
Just watching.
Yeah, you just feel for your team. You feel for your teammates. You feel for your brother. You just want them to succeed.
Green misses. He was with them in 2021 when they got beat in the state finals that year. Lost to Cross Creek 57-49, and they got their revenge against Cross Creek in the Final Four this year, beating them 61-44. 16-point lead for Sandy Creek early here in the 3rd quarter. Matt Stewart and Sean Golden. Baseline jumper, Amari Brown. Micah Smith gets the offensive rebound.
And see, that's just a hustle play. That was just a hustle play. Guys are reaching for the ball. And that's, young-minded players who just think it's going to happen, but you've got to go make plays, not plays coming to you.
Foul going against Sandy Creek.
If you were to pause that screen, there's 5 black players, black jersey players, and then there's 2 white jersey players. And you've got to have a little bit more sense of urgency. I'm going to use that here in the second half. The Cedar Grove players have to understand we have to be very involved as a unit to win this game. See right here, the standing around by Cedar Grove. Nobody's penetrating, nobody's cutting, nobody's moving. That's a shot.
Green on the drive got fouled. He'll go to the line.
I say I like Green. And the kid's going to be really good. And I'm not trying to be negative on him, but when you're looking at a young man like this, you look at ways, how can you get better, especially freshmen. My freshman year in high school, I was one of the tops in the state. But my dad and people around me, you've got to get better. I didn't become a McDonald's All-American overnight, but I focused on ways of how I got better.
First points for Manny Green since he scored 6 in the first quarter. Has 7 and 7. 7 rebounds to go along with those 7 points.
That's a beautiful stroke. Now here's a press. I like this. I like this.
Sandy Creek is 0 for 4 shooting to start this 3rd quarter. Corner 3, nothing but net. Vic Newsom with the basket.
Well, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that on Cedar Grove because now you're trying to increase tempo. And the press actually was something of positive. Sandy Creek just hit the 3 in transition.
Head side. Rebound, Hardaway. Hardaway goes back up with it, left it short. And Micah Smith tried to save it, and Cedar Grove has it. Inside they go, and there's the layup.
And see the energy, how it's picked up by Cedar Grove with the press. That's okay. Defensive energy will equal to offensive shots.
Corner 3, and then the answer by Newsom again.
That was a big-time answer with the 3. Newsom just stroking it really good, feeling it. Great rhythm there for Sandy Creek.
There's no doubt after Reynolds got the putback, they come right back down the floor and bomb in another 3 from the other side of the court. Hardaway, and there's a 3-pointer for Cedar Grove.
Again, it starts with the defense from Cedar Grove. It starts with the defense. It's not offense how you get back into this game. It's definitely going to have to be your defense.
PJ Green answers with a 3. We've had 4 consecutive 3-pointers.
But that's good tempo on both parts of both teams. Defensively, everyone's been active, and offensively, everyone's playing to their strengths.
Layup, nicely done by Newsom, who scored 3 straight baskets for Sandy Creek. And the Fighting Patriots have opened up a 19-point lead.
Every game day celebration, every championship title begins here with hours of unseen work. As part of our commitment to education, Georgia's EMCs support the young athletes who play high school sports in the communities we serve, empowering talent with scholarships, honoring sportsmanship, saluting the game changers. When we champion the energy behind the scenes, they can step into their future and shine. Georgia's EMCs, official energy provider of the GHSA.
At Regions Bank, we're here to listen to your needs, and we'll customize a plan to help you reach your financial goals. Our service to Georgia goes beyond banking to creating more inclusive prosperity in our communities. From education to financial wellness to economic development, we're working to level the playing field so more people can succeed and our communities can thrive.
We continue our coverage of National Signing Day. We go now to Atlanta, Georgia for Kevin Conner's official declaration.
After giving it much thought, I've decided that next year I'll be going pro and building my skills as a Georgia plumber!
What impacted your decision?
It was an opportunity to earn money and learn on the job. I really love working with my hands, building things, and being part of a team.
Another highly touted prospect enters the trades.
Go Plumber!
3:43 to play here in the third quarter. Here's the run-out opportunity, and Newsom with a fancy layup at the other end.
Well, this Newsom being one of those athletic guys, and here's the thing about Newsom. 11 points, 4 rebounds in the regular season, but missed the playoffs, is now averaging 14 points and 8 points in the playoffs. So he's the unsung hero of this team doing a playoff run.
6-foot senior. Also leads the team in steals with 2 per game. And he scored on 3 consecutive possessions as Sandy Creek has opened up their biggest lead of the game. Now they throw full court pressure at Cedar Grove. Hardaway in the paint. Micah Smith the rebound. Ahead it goes to Newsom. Newsom with the step through and layup. 4 consecutive possessions. Newsom has scored.
I mean, he's really picked it up here in the playoffs. 14 points, 8 rebounds. Just a guy that knows how to score the basketball.
Inside Hardaway, kept alive. Reynolds missed up close. Smith the rebound. Foul called in the backcourt on Cedar Grove. And a 7-0 run for the Fighting Patriots. And I thought the foul was on Cedar Grove, but apparently it's going to go the other way and be on Sandy Creek. They called a travel. Reynolds in the paint. That's going to be a foul on Sandy Creek, and that'll be the 3rd team foul on the Patriots.
Matt, I want you to think about this, and I'm thinking about Manny Green. He's on the bench at the free throw line 1 time this entire game. When you're trying to win a championship, your top player needs to go to the free throw line at least 4 or 5 times a game, and we just called it. He's got to be more assertive trying to score the ball and definitely get into the free throw line. And the young man has a bright future. And he really does. I mean, he's 6'6", 6'7", long, great body, beautiful touch. And as he grows into his basketball journey, he'll start to develop other parts of his game, which will definitely make him more of a complete basketball player.
9.7 rebounds for the freshman Manny Green, but it's a 22-point lead for Sandy Creek. Now, Newsom has been on fire here in this quarter, now has 12 points and 5 rebounds.
That was one of the best defensive possessions right here we're looking at from Cedar Grove, because it looks like everyone's on the pulley. The zone is moving. Everybody's communicating.
The step through and the foul on the floor, or did they call it travel?
They called it travel. But that was one of the best defensive possessions we've seen all night by Cedar Grove, because the zone shifted. Everybody worked well together, and that's a positive. When you watch this tape, that's a positive for Coach Collier and his staff.
Final 2 minutes of this third quarter. Sandy Creek has outscored Cedar Grove 32-9 since the first quarter.
Attack. See, this is the time you attack.
Lloyd, the drive. High off the glass and the miss. Reynolds offensive rebound and miss. And a foul called on Sandy Creek.
I love the fight by Sandy Creek. That's Henry. Nice, long blocking shots, young kid, fighting in there, battling. Look at this. That's big-time basketball. They are really fighting both squads. Nobody's giving up, nobody's quitting, and that's the making of Sandy Creek. They're still young, but Cedar Grove, a young team that's trying to mature.
Darius Reynolds missed the second of the free throws. And another foul on Sandy Creek, and P.J. Green just called for the foul, and that's bonus now for Cedar Grove for the rest of the quarter. P.J. Green's going to have to be careful with his emotions. John Michael Nickerson in his 6th season as the coach of Sandy Creek. 156-30 his record. Got him to the state finals back in 2021. He was a great athlete himself. He was actually a 16th round draft pick of the Florida Marlins coming out of high school. Stanhope Elmore in Alabama. Played 2 years of minor league baseball. Then was a 4-year starter in basketball at Kennesaw State. Stolen away by Cedar Grove. The runner and an offensive foul.
Well, that's a big-time play on the offensive end and the defensive end, but credit number 24 Green is stepping in there and taking the charge, because he's that guy that does the dirty work. When you have the dirty work, part of it is charges, and he's doing a great job of stepping in and sacrificing his body there in this possession.
That tremendous play by Green right there. You're exactly right on the money. Coughed up, turnover, forced by this Cedar Grove defense.
But think about this. The activity, the action defensively for Cedar Grove started in the second half when they started the full court press.
And we're going to have another traveling call.
But I love that aggression. Now, you see the gentleman right there. That's Laterra Green's older brother. That's his older brother, so definitely number 24 Green. He's Laterra Green's nephew, number 24. So I understand his scoring mentality, because his uncle used to score it all the time for us in Georgia.
From Moss Point, Mississippi, Laterra Green. 20-point lead, Sandy Creek. Down to 65 seconds to play here in the quarter. Right there in the middle, and PJ got hammered from behind, and that'll be the third team foul on Cedar Grove.
It's funny that I'm sitting up here laughing, and that's Glenn Green, older brother of Laterra Green, and that's his natural look with the mean look, because he's like, son, you're not shooting the ball enough. My brother wouldn't shoot it enough at Georgia. I told him to shoot it every time. You got it. You got to shoot it. Look, you got to shoot the ball while you pass the ball. Shoot it.
Laterra Green, the all-time leading scorer in Georgia Bulldogs history.
Glenn, I am talking about you. Phi Nu Pi. Kappa Alpha Psi.
Love it. Fam in the building.
Oh, my gosh. small world, but you know, it's funny how we look at this game, 20-point game by Sandy Creek, and you know, Sandy Creek up by 20, third quarter, under a minute to go. The game plan hasn't changed. They're being aggressive on the defensive end, and then offensively, they're attacking. And there's a young Green inheriting the mindset by his brothers, his dad, his uncles. When you're asleep, shoot. When you're awake, shoot. When you make a basket, shoot. When you miss a basket, shoot. The most important thing, shoot the basketball. But Green, the young man is playing a great game tonight, and he's being effective on the court, offensively and defensively, being active. And he's sacrificing his body on the charges, but being very active and scoring the basketball to get the Sandy Creek Patriot team a championship.
P.J. Green with 14 points, 3 rebounds, 5 of 10 shooting, 4 of 7 of that behind the three-point line. Inside. Battle for it. Amari Brown missed close. Run out opportunity for the Saints. 45 seconds to play in the quarter. And great defense by P.J. Green to tie up Adside on the drive and deny the layup.
And see, it looked like Adside wasn't going with a sense of authority to the basket. You know, you had a full steam, attack the rim. Don't worry about getting the deflection of the block shot. You've got to attack the rim, and that's just a young mindset, not understanding the dynamics of the game.
No doubt, attack that rim like it's yours. Underneath, up and in. Henry, Rasheed Henry with the basket.
Nice young fella, has a bright future. Young kid, block shots. I mean, this Sandy Creek team.
They're going to be back.
They're going to be back.
And they got a lot of length.
Yes, they do.
Oh, my goodness. Rasheed Henry capped it.
Nice athletic block by the young fella, Henry.
And on the baseline, going to be Cedar Grove's ball. And Manny Green slow getting up.
But this is a great learning opportunity for Manny Green. You know, you understand you're skilled, but then there's a level of toughness, mentally and physically, that he has to embrace. And he'll get that. I'm sure he'll get that because he looks like he wants to win. And his coaches say he's very hungry in the weight room and also in life. So he's going to be fine.
Reynolds fouled on the play. He's going to go to the line and shoot 2. Rasheed Henry is called for the foul. That's going to be number 2 on him. And Cedar Grove in the bonus. This is a 2-shot shooting foul, however. Reynolds with the bucket at the free throw line. He's now got 10 points and 5 rebounds in this game.
But I like the fight in Cedar Grove. They haven't laid down. They haven't given up.
No, they haven't.
So I'm okay with this. Even though you're down by 21 points, it's about each possession. Win each possession, 1 possession at a time.
It's 16-12 in the third quarter.
You're exactly right.
They just had a disastrous second quarter that's going to be almost impossible to overcome, and that is the end of the third quarter. You just can't go scoreless and get shut out 18-0 in a quarter. Do you dig yourself too deep a hole? We're heading to the fourth in Macon. Sandy Creek, 8 minutes away from their first ever state championship.
While we have a quick break from the action, did you know that the same area of just one basketball court can contain thousands of termites? That's why you need the expertise of Breda Pest Management to defend your home. Breda, the official pest control of high school basketball.
Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Just looking. I only buy local and sustainable, so.
Oh, well, that shirt's not local. You should be wearing cotton. Georgia's a major supplier of cotton worldwide, so if you'd like to buy local to support Georgia, buying cotton's a great place to start. It's renewable and sustainable, naturally. Thanks. That's a polyester fiber made of oil, by the way.
Ooh. 'Where's your dressing room? 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 'Where's your dressing
Sweetheart, please don't forget to wear your seatbelt. I got it, Mom.
It's a really nice day, living in the right space. Breathing your grace, got me feeling some kind of way.
In the blink of an eye, so many tomorrows can disappear. Buckle up for your future, every trip, every time. A message from the Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
Half of the nation's opioid overdoses happen right at home because people don't understand the dangers of taking an Oxy or Perk with a glass of alcohol for stress or to sleep. Learn how to protect your family from opioid overdose at opioidresponse.info.
Let me take that back. Lee County will be going for their second state title. They actually won one back in 1985. So they're going for number 2. Here, Sandy Creek's going for number 1.
These first 3 minutes of this fourth quarter is huge for Sandy Creek because this is where you set the tone. Let's finish the game strong. But from a coaching point of view, if you're Cedar Grove, guys, we got to win this quarter. See, I've lost games as a coach when we were down by 30, 40 points. But when you break it down, guys, you got to win these last 4 minutes. You win these next 8 minutes. You win this possession, one possession at a time. If you win this quarter, that's something you can hang your hat on to improve off of in the future.
That side is called for the foul. Corner 3. Rebounded underneath. Might have been deflected. Green, the fade to Michael Smith with the finish at the rim.
Well, that was great basketball. It started with the second chance scoring opportunity. Then Green penetrates to the rim, and Smith was right there to finish strong. So those are big-time plays you make to put daggers when you're winning a championship and trying to finish out this game. Nice penetration. Big-time finish by Smith. Michael Smith is good. I mean, he's going to be special. Wherever he ends up going, he's going to have a really good collegiate career.
Georgia Tech on the list of programs that have offered him. News breaking today that Josh Pastner will not be back as the Yellow Jackets coach.
And see, right then, that's where Manny Green, 1 and 2 dribbles, you're not going anywhere. You got to attack the rim, and he's still young, so he's going to get better. But this is a teaching moment for him. I like the pressure, coach. Stay aggressive. Don't fall back. Don't retreat. Stay aggressive.
Down the floor, break opportunity, contact. No, they do call the whistle. They do whistle it. Jaron Alexander got fouled on the play. Let's see if that's on the floor, if that's the shot. Looks like it's going to be on the floor and inbounds underneath for Sandy Creek. 2 fouls now on Colson. Newsom had 10 points in the third quarter, has 12 in the game. He's got it now, 3 on its way. Long kick out rebound comes to Cedar Grove and Lloyd.
And see Manny Green right here in the bottom left corner. Find the ball, headhunt the ball, find it, be ready to shoot.
3-pointer from the corner. Long rebound. Micah Smith, run out opportunity for the Patriots. If he could have got the dribble, he had a fast break. Couldn't get the dribble controlled quick enough. Corner 3.
Attack, let's go. Here we go on defense. Let's go offensively, attack the rim. Cedar Grove.
Head side in the lane. Tough day shooting for him. Great hustle by Lloyd. Gets it back. Reverses. Rebound Green. Newsom, pull up, mid-range, sinks it.
Smart play by Newsom. Instead of going in and trying to make something special, which is a shot that a lot of young people don't do in transition and mid-range pull-up. Casually pulled up for the nice, easy 2 points.
Cedar Grove has missed 11 straight shots. They're having trouble with the even-numbered quarters. Here's the rebound, Micah Smith. They played 11 minutes in the second and fourth quarter combined without scoring. Amazing. Back in the middle, Micah Smith.
Man, these guys have been playing well together. Newsome, good penetration. Smith, great touch. And when you've got a combination like that, guys have been playing together for a long period of time, it's easy. You can easily see their success on the court.
4 Patriots now in double figures. Newsome, Smith, Green, and Brown. They are in control.
In lively towns and peaceful rural areas, Georgia's electric membership cooperatives are on a mission to provide a different kind of electricity. Our not-for-profit, member-owned EMCs are focused on making life better for members. At private residences, farms, and thriving businesses, we work for you, generating safe, reliable, affordable electricity, giving back to local programs, serving our members to make life brighter. Georgia's EMCs, so much more than electricity.
At Regions Bank, we're here to listen to your needs, and we'll customize a plan to help you reach your financial goals. Our service to Georgia goes beyond banking to creating more inclusive prosperity in our communities. From education to financial wellness to economic development, we're working to level the playing field so more people can succeed and our communities can thrive.
Hey guys, it's time to reveal what I'm doing after graduation. We got my cupcakes and we got my schools. Let's just do it. Cupcakes aren't really my thing, and neither is going to a four-year college. Instead, I'm getting paid $18 an hour to train as a commercial plumber. There's a ton of other trades, like electrical and carpentry, where you can make great money, live a great lifestyle with little to no debt, and even be your own boss.
4:56 left in the 3A state championship game. Sandy Creek has doubled up Cedar Grove, and they are well on their way to their 4th win against their region rivals, a Region 3, a Region 5 3A state championship game right here. And Sandy Creek going to finally fulfill their destiny, like you said at the top when we started this game. Coach John Michael Nickerson even admits that the storyline on Sandy Creek last couple of years is can't win the big one. Well, today they're going to win the big one.
Well, in our conversation with Coach Nickerson, one of the first things, if you remember, he actually had a book, The Obstacle is the Way. And he's read that book because it talked about things that how we need to improve, not to be afraid of the golden opportunity. And sure enough, he said he had to address the elephant in the room, which was, guys, can we win the big one? The word pressure. And so in addressing it, you're seeing how his team has embraced that pressure and utilized everything what that word means. And now they're in a position of 27 points to win the state championship.
Adside was called for the foul, number 4 on him. He's their leading scorer, 15 a game, and he has not scored today. He's 0 for 8 shooting. As Jacoby Robinson, sophomore, played a big role for them down the stretch, knocks down the first free throw. The lead is 28. Reynolds, he's had a strong game. I like Reynolds, 10 points, 7 rebounds for Darius Reynolds, the senior forward. And he's kind of been with them through the thick and thin. Remember, this is a Cedar Grove team that won only 4 games a year ago, a 16-win turnaround this year to get to the state finals. And the layup and one.
And those plays, when you give up the and one layup off of a steal, it's kind of a dagger for Cedar Grove because it makes you think, regardless of what you do, nothing ends up right. And then Sandy Creek on the other end, they're still in attack mode because they want to finish out strong, winning the state championship.
LaRon Moses in the game for the first time was called for that foul. Jacoby Robinson a chance to complete the three-point play and give Sandy Creek a 31-point lead. Manny Green will bring the ball up the floor. 15-6 advantage. Sandy Creek, points off turnovers. Lloyd, open three from the wing. And Amari Brown with the rebound and pushes it up the floor. Alley-oop!
Wow, helicopter, here we come. You're talking about a 6'8", 6'9", rim rocking, alley-oop dunking transition. Makari Smith, you are getting your state championship.
Micah Smith goes up top to finish at the rim again.
Man, he is just so long and athletic,
man.
But he plays with a sense of passion. You know, everything is energetic about him. And again, when I talk about him at the next level, he just plays with so much heart. And he's a beautiful looking kid and just loves the game of basketball.
His elbows were above the rim when he received that ball. Incredible leap. Straight on three, knocked down by Colson. Third three-pointer for Cedar Grove in the game. Tie up, foul called on Cedar Grove. Let's see who it's going to be on. It's going to be on Colson. Number 3 on him. And that will be the 6th team foul on Cedar Grove. So they are over the limit. Pardon me, that's just the 5th. The next one will be number 6, and then they'll be over the limit. Stolen away by Cedar Grove, just heaves it in the backcourt, and that'll go out of bounds.
But Cedar Grove is still playing hard. I mean, this is a young squad who hasn't given up on the fight. So that's a plus. And when you dissect the tape as a coach, you talk about the pluses and the minuses, and you try to find more pluses because this young squad needs confidence for them to actually want to get better in the second half of the season here in the postseason. And that right there was a plus for Green getting to the rim and making a nice layup.
Manny Green's like a gazelle in the open court. Micah Smith goes down, doesn't travel. Amari Brown gives it up to Micah Smith. There's contact, and that's going to be a foul on Manny Green.
The game of basketball is more than scoring. If you look at the top players in the NBA, you got the LeBrons, the Michael Jordans. Not only were they top scorers, but Matt, they were also the top defensive players as well, too. Larry, think about it. Larry Bird, all those guys, they played offense, but defensively they excelled. And when you're a young scorer, your defense has to be a strength and not a negative.
28-point lead. John Michael Nickerson going to get Sandy Creek their first state title.
Nice stroke. Micah Smith is really good. I mean, it's like the entire game, he's doing things that impresses you about him. His stroke, his athletic ability, his motor, everything he does makes you like, wow, he is a really good basketball player.
Hardaway with the basket. He's so graceful. And again, the game comes to him. He doesn't force it. Just plays the game with so much. He's really smooth. He's really smooth.
Are you kidding me? Between the legs, ISO, one-on-one, and he hasn't given up. He's still playing with a high level of intensity.
He now has 15 points in the game, 10 in the quarter. Amari Brown takes a run at it, and Manny Green blocks it out of bounds. We'll step aside with 1:52 to play in this one. Sandy Creek going to win the state championship, up 62-33.
All right, what do you think, Jasper? Honestly, I think that polyester shirt's affecting your game.
What?
think cotton would have been a better choice.
Cotton?
Yeah, it's come a long way, you know. Nowadays, cotton breathes and makes moisture great. Plus, buying cotton means supporting Georgia farmers. I think that's wonderful.
Okay, sure, but what do you think about the putt?
Oh, guess really hadn't thought about it.
Sweetheart, please don't forget to wear your seatbelt. I got it, Mom.
It's a really nice day, living in the right space. Breathing your grace, got me feeling some kind of way.
In the blink of an eye, so many tomorrows can disappear. Buckle up for your future, every trip, every time. A message from the Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
Today's conservation-minded consumer cares about where their energy comes from. Your local EMC cares too. Georgia's electric membership cooperatives offer renewable options for our members. In fact, our solar portfolio will produce enough clean energy to power more than 180,000 households, striving to move the needle toward progress and position communities for the future. Georgia's EMCs, so much more than electricity.
Sandy Creek, 62-33 lead on Cedar Grove with just 1:52 to play here in the 3A state championship game. What a performance by Micah Smith and Sandy Creek today. Micah Smith in particular, 17 points, 7 rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 6 of 12 shooting.
The kid has a bright future. He has a motor. He's poised. He's under control. He has great hands, good vision when it comes to passing. And he's not afraid to attack. Soft touch in the mid-range. We add all those things up, you got a pretty good basketball player.
He has scored 10 here in the fourth quarter after scoring 7 in the first 3. Putting the pedal to the metal for this Patriots team. Going to win the state title for the first time in program history. Green's going to be called for the foul. And I think Coach Nickerson going to start to get some of his reserves in the game here and let his stars come off the floor and take a bow. What a run by Sandy Creek this year. They're going to finish 26-6 and win the state title. Green with the exclamation point.
That's something his uncle couldn't do. That young kid's got a very explosive.
Now don't do that to Laterra. Why you got to do that to him? Underneath, shot blocked. Reverse layup. Sandy Creek pulling away in the final minute. And a timeout on the floor. Stick around. We've got the post-game show into the between game show coming up with Hannah Gooden and John Nelson. John will be talking to Coach Nickerson and our player of the game, Micah Smith. That'll be coming up here in the moments ahead. Got the girls shootout coming up as well. And if you haven't seen it yet, our all-state team will be announcing that player of the year, coach of the year coming up between the games as well.
And Matt, if there's a message I would like to send to Cedar Grove and their staff, you've got a young squad. The key is now, let's bottle this, the journey. Let's bottle this journey and get back here again, because we've got a young squad, we can get better, and the second go around, we probably will be cutting down nets. But you can't put your heads down because you came up against a better team. And Sandy Creek, they were a better team. Let's be realistic. They were a better team, and they proved it all season long. This would be the 4th victory in one season. But they're in region play. You'll definitely play them again. How do you get better? And when you look at the way you get better, defensively, offensively, a sense of urgency, toughness in the weight room, and then you'll see a different team here in the year coming.
Corner 3, air ball, final 15 seconds. And ahead it comes, and a dunk for Cedar Grove. That was Cameron Ferguson. And that will do it. Sandy Creek has etched their name in the history books. First state title for the Fighting Patriots as they dispatch Cedar Grove 66-37 to win the trophy. And for the Patriot fans, in particular the students, what a way to start the weekend.
Well, definitely kudos to Coach Nickerson and his staff. Great game plan, execution, the preparation. He had these kids ready to play. They came with a sense of urgency. They wanted to win this game in a dominant fashion, and they started off out of the gate, attacking, scoring, communicating, taking charges, all the intangibles, all the ingredients needed to win the championship.
In a great season for Cedar Grove, they had not won a state championship since 1997. They had not been back in the state championship game since that year. And just a calendar year removed from a 4-win season, they win 20 games and get to the finals. So nothing to hang their head about. No doubt they're disappointed with this result. But 4 of their 10 losses this season come to the state champions, the Sandy Creek Patriots. Let's send it to John Nelson.
Thank you very much, Matt Stewart. The road in making continues. One more final to hand out. Let's start off with region rivals here with Cedar Grove, and to do that with the runner-up trophy, Dr. Robin Hines of the GHSA.
Coach, congratulations on a great season, and on behalf of Breda Pest Management and the Georgia High School Association, it's with great pleasure that I present you with the AAA Boys Basketball Runner-Up Trophy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
So let's hand out the hardware to the champs. It's going to Tyrone and the Fighting Patriots. Sandy Creek, your champs in AAA. Coach Nickerson, the trophy and the basketball await. And to hand it to you, it is the Executive Director of the Georgia High School Association, Dr. Robin Hines.
Coach, congratulations on a great win and a great championship. Certainly is an honor to present you with this state championship AAA Boys Basketball Trophy. Now, if you'll just tell us, go ahead, grab it. You got it? Tell us what this means for your program and your community.
Man, I'm so happy for our guys. You know, we've been here before. We've had a lot of talent, and sometimes we don't get it done. But for this group to get it done, I told our staff during the summer, I said, we're going to get it done this year. Like, this team's too tough. They're too tough. They show up every day. Defense travels, man. Defense travels. And I want to thank the fans, parents. Thank y'all for staying off my back and letting me coach. Thank you to my friends, family, my wife, kids, administration, and everybody. All the seniors that played before here that didn't get it done, this one's for you guys. This one's for you guys.
Champs in AAA, let's send it back to Atlanta.
All right, thank you, Nelly, and it's great to see Sandy Creek celebrate there. You know, when we talked to Coach Nickerson, they embraced the fact that they had not won the big one before, and he said a lot of times coaches will tippy-toe around that, not talk about it. He says, we've been talking about it since the start of the season.
Well, that's kudos to Coach Nickerson and his staff, because sometimes you got to talk about the elephant in the room and not be afraid about it. At the same time, his players embrace that conversation.
Sandy Creek wins it in a big way, and Micah Smith puts on a show. P.J. Green puts on a show. Amari Brown, Vic Newsom, 4 guys in double figures.
Well, in looking at this Sandy Creek team and this entire week, what it shows me is basketball in the state of Georgia is back. I mean, you got every level of basketball here this week. You've got high major, you got mid major, you got low major. And because you have a variety of different players, that shows you the quality of basketball, the quality of coaching. And so now the state championship games get better. The basketball player, the want to get better as a basketball player gets better. So just kudos to coaches here in the state. Keep up the good work because I'm enjoying watching the games. I'm sure you're at home enjoying watching them as well.
Sandy Creek, the state champions, they win the 3A trophy as they defeat Cedar Grove by a final score of 66-37. What a performance by the Fighting Patriots today. And now for Sean Golden, our producer Glenn Nyman, our director Ryan Bowles, our statistician Kevin Barnes. So long from now, Hannah Gooden coming up next with the Between Game Show along with John Nelson.
The best defense to stopping bugs and critters? That would be Breda Pest Management, protecting homes all over Georgia for nearly 50 years. See why so many homes are protected by Breda Pest Management at bredapest.com.
At Regions Bank, we're here to listen to your needs, and we'll customize a plan to help you reach your financial goals. Our service to Georgia goes beyond banking to creating more inclusive prosperity in our communities. From education to financial wellness to economic development, we're working to level the playing field so more people can succeed and our communities can thrive.
We continue our coverage of National Signing Day. We go now to Atlanta, Georgia for Kevin Conner's official declaration.
After giving it much thought, I've decided that next year I'll be going pro and building my skills as a Georgia plumber.
What impacted your decision?
It was an opportunity to earn money and learn on the job. I really love working with my hands, building things, and being part of a team.
Another highly touted prospect enters the trades.
Go Plumbers!
Hey everyone, welcome to Countdown to Tip-Off Championship Edition. I'm Hannah Gooden. We're live from the GPB Sports Studios in Atlanta. The AAA Boys Championship is in the books. That's 10 down, 7 more champions to crown. Let's get you caught up on what's happened and what's to come. Here's the game that just wrapped up. Sandy Creek goes 4-0 against Cedar Grove to earn its first ever state title. Final score 66-37. Today is day 3 of 4 of our live coverage, and earlier today at 1 o'clock, Hebron Christian won its second state 3A girls title in 3 years with a 68-36 win over the defending champs Lumpkin County. And more to come this evening. At 5 o'clock, it'll be the girls 3-point shootout. At 5:30, River Ridge versus Lovejoy 6A girls competition. And at 7:30, it'll be the 6A boys championship game between Alexander and Lee County. But for now, we're going to head back to Macon Coliseum with John Nelson, who is standing by with Sandy Creek head coach John Michael Nickerson and our player of the game.
Yeah, Micah Smith's the player of the game, and we're going to start with him. These two, all right, so after the game, just to give you a little idea, I get these sheets. I get the full-time sheets. And then you end up with looking at everything, figuring out what's going on and who's done what. The second they sat down, Coach Nickerson is looking at this, and he's looking at stats and everything, and I haven't shown it to Micah yet, so hang on. I'm going to come to you in just a bit. We're going to go to the player of the game. Micah Smith, you finished the day 17-7, 3 assists, and we're not going to mention the TO. We're not going to mention that one.
Yeah.
A couple of steals in 26 minutes. What was it like out there today?
You know, it was a little rough start, but Coach just kept me encouraged. My teammates kept me encouraged. You know, we had a bigger prize than just individual stats. So I was just glad to be out there and play with my team after all the hard work we put in all this year. So it just feels great in this moment.
You said it was a bit of a rough start. Let's take a peek at some of your day here. There you are, top of the circle with the spin move and the right hand. This is I think 7 in the first half, and then you kind of caught wind of everything. You were really solid third and fourth quarter. What's it like looking at yourself there with the flush, huh?
It just feels good.
So let me guess, you like dunking the basketball?
I love it.
When you look at this season, I know that you like to have been challenged. You finished the year 26-6. You beat a region rival 4 times in Cedar Grove. How tough is that region for you guys and the schedule that you guys had to get to this moment?
You know, I feel like that, you know, every team we played, most of the teams we played, they gave us our best shot. So, you know, no matter who it was, Cross Creek, Carver, whoever it was, we had to come out like it was the championship game and, you know, just play the same way every game so that we could get the job done.
Micah Smith, player of the game, finishing with 17-7. We're going to come this way and catch up with the coach. I'm going to put this between us so you can take your peek at it. And I know that you were looking at a couple of things in particular, the turnovers that you caused, 20 turnovers on the day, and our coaches' interviews, by the way, presented by our friends at Breda Pest Management, the official sponsor of high school basketball. But the first question I have for you is that second quarter. Matt Stewart, Sean Golden back in the studio, me here. We were trying to rack our brains and figure out the last time that there was a 0 on the board for a team defensively. Can you even remember the last time you held a team or you saw a team not score in a quarter?
We've done it a couple times this year. Our defense, every single game except at Etowah, has been unbelievable. It's always given us a chance to win, even when the offense was rocky. And I mean, that's our calling card. That's our identity. And then getting out in transition. And you can tell, like, 20 turnovers for them, 11 for us. We always try to 2-to-1 everything. Yeah. Obviously, with the assist, too. We always want to double up on assists. But, I mean, the defense was unbelievable.
What does it mean for you and for this team to have finished the drill knowing that you were top ranked and everyone's chasing after you? And I know that you had the calling card for everybody that helped out the program. You wanted to show that as many times as possible. What is it like to finish the drill?
Man, there's been a lot of tears shed for the guys on that sheet, man. And
you did it.
There's been a lot of tears in the locker room, and them guys that built this culture for us, they're just as much part of this. And I want to give a shout out to Richard Smith, also the man that hired me. He believed in me, Robert Hunter. I know you guys are watching. I appreciate the support. And but to finish the drill, I mean, I've been obsessive about it.
Yeah.
You know, it keeps you up at night. You're trying to enjoy a movie with your family or something, and then, man, we lost state championship or we got put out in the Final Four. I mean, for coaches to say, oh, it's just about, you know, we want to develop, man, we want to win, and we want to win championships, and that's what we openly talked about. The culture, and sometimes Sandy Creek would choke in a big moment, or you know, just the word around town, like guys don't know, they're very talented, but they're not tough enough to get it done. We were openly talking about it all year long, and we're like, we're not going to avoid it anymore. We know it's a thing, and we just talked about embracing the moment.
You've certainly done that. Head coach John Michael Nickerson, our player of the game, Micah Smith, finishing with 17-7. That's the story. Sandy Creek finishes the season on top. Back to you in Atlanta.
Thanks, Sean. Congratulations to the Patriots and all of the fans watching. Well, we have a lot more basketball action coming up this week and on our show next. It's the girls' three-point contest. You don't want to miss it. Stick around. It's all next on GPB Sports.
I've been checking food labels for years. I like to buy local, and I like to buy healthy for my family. So I started checking the labels on our clothes, too. Did you know synthetic fibers like polyester are pretty much made of oil? No thanks. I look for cotton now, which grows right here in Georgia, a major source of the world's cotton. Cotton is natural, renewable, sustainable, and buying cotton supports Georgia farmers. Good enough for me and my family.